Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be sharing with you guys today's video. I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me as I finally paint my kitchen cabinets. This is something I've been wanting to do since we moved in this house, which is almost 2 years ago now. And finally, we just bit the bullet and decided to do it. It is a super budget-friendly project, under $100, and it made a world of a difference, you guys. It's so crazy what some paint can do to a space. It also definitely has me on a project kick though, like this is the first of many kitchen projects to come your guys' way. But with that being said, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into this video. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I used to do this project. So I went ahead and ordered this Nuvo cabinet paint kit in the color in ultra white because I was obviously going for white cabinets. This came with almost everything I needed. So I got 2 jars of paint, I got stir sticks, paint rollers, and a paintbrush, all for $60. You're also going to need some TSP cleaning spray, which I had on hand, some sandpaper, which I also had on hand, but I definitely recommend an electric sander. I went ahead and pulled mine out, and that was so much easier. You're also going to need some wood filler, and I ordered some new hardware. That is obviously completely optional, but that was about $30 itself, and it completely changed the look. You're also going to need some painter's tape and a screwdriver. Again, an electric one will make your life so much easier. And you're also going to want to buy a paint tray. I didn't do this and I ended up using one of my plates and I had to throw it away at the end. So definitely recommend buying a paint tray. Now I'm going to go ahead and link everything I used in the description box down below. I got everything through Amazon, super inexpensive and super easy. Obviously, it got delivered right to my door. I definitely do recommend the Nuvo paint cabinet kit. I was very unsure at first because it is so inexpensive, but you guys, I am so happy with the finish. But we're going to go ahead and get into how I did this. So the very first day I started, Floyd was here to help me, but that only lasted the first day, and the next 4 I was on my own because this was a 5-day project, you guys. It is very time consuming, but seriously so worth it. So we decided to do our kitchen in sections. It's what worked best with us between dogs and kids. It worked so much easier for us. So I started off by taking off the hardware and placing them into a plastic baggie. I definitely recommend that so you don't lose any pieces. Although we weren't reusing this hardware, I still didn't want to lose anything. So I kept it all together in a little plastic baggie. And then before I went any farther with the cabinets, I went ahead and started taking everything out of the kitchen and just placed everything in a box so the rest of my house wasn't too chaotic. And I do want to say as well that you're going to notice some changes from what I do on this first day compared to the second, third, fourth, and fifth day. I definitely learned along the way, and that is a big reason why I wanted to do this for you guys, so that way you can kind of learn from my mistakes, or not even mistakes, just what I found to be easiest, really. So we started off by taping the edges around our first section. So I was taping the part on the wall, and we also taped the inside of the cabinets just so I wouldn't get any paint streaks on the cabinet, the inside of the cabinet, because we weren't doing the insides, just the trims. And then Floyd took off the doors, and even though the doors are off now, we are not actually going to be painting the doors off because that, again, just didn't work for us. So a way to get around taking your hardware off is by taking your tape and pressing really tightly around your hinges and then X-Acto knifing right around it. That way your hinges are taped and you can just paint right over it and not have to worry about them getting paint on them, which I think was a super helpful tip. Now it is this door that I realized that using my manual labor to sand these cabinet doors was not for me, you guys. This took me so long to do this one door. So after this one is when I was like, you know what, we have an electric sander somewhere, so we're gonna go find it and make my life so much easier. But nonetheless, sanding is a very important part of this project. I can notice on cabinet doors where I didn't sand as well as I should have sand. So definitely make sure you really sand down your doors. It's gonna stop any kind of like creasing into the wood, if that makes sense. You'd really just want to make sure you're sanding really well, and a hand sander like this was just not it. You know that I'ma keep it cool with you. I feel like breaking rules on the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two, playing around without a clue. Alright, here we go. This is much more like it. I'm telling you guys, this is seriously so much easier. If you don't have one of these, I definitely recommend buying one if you plan on doing your cabinets. It's seriously just going to make your life 100 times easier. Anyways, I went ahead and sanded the trim. You can see that we started from this corner over to above our microwave, and that was like my goal to get done that night. It was the first section of the house, and I kind of made goals for each section throughout the process, and I made it so I was able to get it done in the time that I was planning to get it done. I started on Thursday and I ended it on a Sunday. However, I then had to wait for Floyd to do the hardware, and that's why it made it take a 5th day. So after you get everything nice and sanded, you're going to go in with your TSP cleaner and wipe everything down really well. And then I'm going to grab a wet rag with just some water. I also saw that you can use Windex and just give it an extra little wipe down. With us, it's all or nothing. Oh, but guess I need more of you. With us, it's all or nothing. Finally, you are ready to start painting, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys, in this moment I had like a oh crap, this is real, I can't go back moment, but genuinely I am so happy with the way it turns out. So you're just gonna want to make sure you follow the wood grain as you're painting, and you're going to notice I'm painting the inside of this cabinet here only because I decided to keep the door off of this one. It had like a glass door and I just wasn't about it. Another thing I've been wanting to do for a while is just opening up this cabinet. So I am painting the inside of this one, but I don't paint the inside of all of them, and I don't think you would want to because I don't know, I feel like as you use your cabinets, taking plates in and out, pots and pans in and out, whatever, I think that the paint would just kind of get beat up by doing that a lot. I could be wrong, Tell me in the comments if you've painted the inside of your cabinets before. But I just decided to not do so, and I'm sure it would have taken a lot longer if I did. So at this point, my first section of trim had its first coat of paint on. I do want to point out this took me some coats, you guys, about 4 coats, I believe. It did take me a while to get the desired look I was going for. I don't know if that's normal or if I did something wrong, but it did take me a lot of coats, and I think that's why I went through more paint than what they say, because they say the kit should make it through an average size kitchen, and I think my kitchen is pretty small. But nonetheless, I am just going ahead and sanding both sides of the doors while I'm waiting for the coat of paint to dry, just to kind of keep things speeding along. So this here was me hitting the trim with coat 3. Once all the coats were done, I went ahead and put back up the cabinet doors, or on this specific day, Floyd went ahead and did it. And that way I could paint the doors on the hinges, because again, kids and dogs, this was life-saving. I did the first door off of the hinges on the ground, and the amount of dog hair I was picking off was seriously unreal. Okay, so since I did not film this process, I just wanted to point out that we took the end cabinet door over here, and we did this first. This was kind of like my test run. So this alone took me like 2 hours, because I just wanted to make sure it looked good and I liked it before I did the rest of my cabinets, and I wasn't concerned about it because I have been wanting to take that door off anyways. So this door we're actually not even gonna use. It was literally just something that I tested, and it took me about 3 coats to get the desired look I was looking for, but ultimately I was really happy with it. You can't see any paintbrush strokes. I mean, you can see like the wood grain obviously, so if you're seeing those lines, that's what that is. And I do really like the finish as well. It feels just like cabinet finish. So just wanted to point that out, that we did do a test run. I have never done cabinets before, as I have stated in the beginning of this video, so I really just wanted to make sure I liked it before I went ahead and tackled all of my cabinets. Okay guys, I am on day 2 now, still wearing the same shirt as yesterday. Judge me. It is currently 11 a.m. and I am getting ready to tackle these more. I didn't make it too far yesterday because I did take the time to do that end door first, so that took a long time. But you can see I got the end cabinet done, and we did all of the trim area up to this point over here. So definitely working in sections is what is easier for me in my life. Kids, you know, it being just me. Floyd has to work all weekend. It's Friday. He literally goes to work, then goes to work, and then tomorrow is at work from 11 a.m. until probably about 1 a.m. and same with Sunday. So it's gonna be just me, and I just wanted to do what was easiest out of me. So sections was that, but I already have all these doors sanded, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean these ones, and then I'm gonna get to painting these doors, and hopefully I will have this section done and be able to move on to my second section by about 2 o'clock. Okay, so this here is just me showing you guys what one coat of paint looks like. You can tell it's clearly not gonna cut it. You can basically completely see through it. There's a lot of brush strokes. It's just not it. So on to a second coat we go. Okay, you guys, so here's the second coat, still wet. You can still see there's some streak marks. You can still see the wood a little bit. Hang on one second, baby. But it's getting better, so I think one more coat will do the trick, just like it did on that door, is what I am hoping. But this is what it's starting to look like. I'm so excited. It's gonna take me so long. I'm thinking today I'll be able to get all this done. Okay, you guys, so it's a little wet still. I tried waiting until it was dry, but I'm moving on to the next step now. So this is the cabinets with 3 coats, and you can just see at that point it gets like completely covered. There's no paint lines. I mean, like I said before, you can see the wood grain lines and stuff, but no actual paint lines. And yeah, I just think 3 coats is what is working best in my kitchen. And now I am starting to do the inside of these. It's 1:50 and my goal is to be done with these by 2:30. So I am gonna hustle the insides real quick. But like genuinely, I keep on just taking a step back like, yes, I cannot wait for this to be done. Is that how you feel too? Yeah. My little pterodactyl. I'm so excited for this to be done though, you guys. I think it's gonna look so good. Something about white cabinets. Okay, so I know I said 3 coats, but I actually ended up doing 1 more. So I ended up doing 4 coats, and here's a little real life of doing this with a baby and a toddler. Okay guys, happy day 3 of cabinet painting. I did get done what I wanted to get done last night. I was up until literally 3 a.m. I actually finished the cabinets at like 1:30, but then I had to clean up the house, so 3 a.m. and then I woke up at 7 a.m. this morning. I didn't start the cabinets this morning until about 10:30, but my friend Travis came over last night and helped me with up there. So excited that all the top is done now. We're making progress, and now I have taken the doors off over here and started the trim, and I'm working on over here. Except for today it's all just me. I used my little power screwdriver thing there to take the doors off myself, but I'm nervous about putting them on myself, so we'll see how it goes, but we are making progress. Victory, we did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! Oh, am I scary with this? Except for I completely forgot to sand these down before I put them up there, so now I have to sand them while they're up there. But it's okay. It's alright. So I wanted to show you guys how you fill your holes if you need to. So since I was putting in new hardware, I had to fill in the holes on a lot of the cabinets, but especially the drawers because they only had one hole in the middle and I was going to need 2 holes. So you just start by washing your cabinet like you would typically with the TSP, and then you're going to use the wood filler that I showed you guys in the beginning and just scrape it over. So I actually already did this and my camera died and I didn't realize, so I was just doing it a second time for you guys. But you'll be able to see as the hole fills in, and then you're going to wait about 15 to 20 minutes for it to dry and go ahead and sand it off. And then once it's sanded so it's nice and flat and there's no bumps, you're just going to wipe it down again with your TSP. Basically all of it will come off other than what's in the hole, and then you just go ahead and paint like normal. So my husband did put all of the hardware on for me, and that was something I apparently forgot to film, but he just used a level and a pencil and a ruler and everything to make sure everything was lined up perfectly and nice and straight. And after he did that, it was time to remove the paint. I obviously didn't show you guys me painting every single cabinet because it was the same thing over and over again. So we are getting ready for the big reveal by removing all of the paint. Not the paint, the tape. Okay, you guys, 5 days later and the kitchen is officially done. I am so excited to show you guys the after. I'm going to do a little before and after for you so you can really just get the whole effect. But wow. This may have taken some time, 5 consecutive days of basically all day straight doing this. But the difference in my kitchen is like truly amazing. It is so much brighter in here. It just looks so much more my style. There's still so much I want to do in this kitchen, but this was the most time consuming and probably the biggest step, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited we did it. Even my husband, who was like a little unsure if white was gonna look good with our white floors and everything, was like, I'm so glad you decided to do this because it looks so good. Okay, here we go. Here's the before and here is the after. Doing a little out to inside shot here because it's hard to get the whole thing into the shot because I do have a smaller kitchen. But oh my goodness, you guys, I feel like this just really opened it up. It makes it look so much bigger and brighter, and I am just genuinely so stinking happy with it. Now that we've done this project, I am like ready to do more. My hair is a mess today, let's just ignore it. I am just so excited to like keep going and just make this house more us. We've been here for almost 2 years now, and it's just so exciting to finally put some of our own touches on it. Not our forever home, but we're still gonna be here for some years, so I'm really excited to make it more something that we enjoy. If you guys have been considering painting your kitchen cabinets, I highly suggest it. I was so nervous in the beginning. Like I said, I did that one test door even just because I was so nervous, but it came out so good. These wash really well. That was another thing I was worried about, was like the white. I'm sure it will stain a lot, but they wipe down wicked easily. I hope you guys enjoyed this kitchen and transformation. Like I said, there's still lots more to come, not only in the kitchen, but other areas of the house as well. So make sure you press that subscribe button if you like videos like this. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and press that subscribe button to become part of my YouTube family. Make sure your bell notifications are turned on so you get notified every time I post. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!